So last night I picked up one stick, and I've got the prototype of the survival bush point, and I started carving, and I thought, I'm gonna carve a spoon. So I cut a piece of fur and started carving, and I carved myself a spoon. I give you a closer look of that. So that spoon I carved completely with the survival bush point. I took a stone and just smoothed it out a little bit in here and around and such to get that. Now I could use this as is, or I can take it and use fine sandpaper to finish it up as well. But got a nice little spoon. I also wanted to try this design with some bushcrafting joints that I make. So this here is just an example, and I use the saw, and then I use the bush point to clear all this out. Now this joint right here, this would fits in nice and tight, and you would lash this. I'll give you a close look at this as well. So you can see it's cut out there, but it's exactly the same size as that on the side. So you get a really nice tight fit in there, and then you do your lashing. Since I've got you up close, I'll show you another type of joint. Now this is cut in at an angle with the saw and then cut out with the SBP so I could pound this in through. Now this is a very secure joint. These are held on the sides. I mean, I can't even move that. That's pounded in, and you can see the nice tight fit. Now this joint here, I wanted to test how this drills. And I love the size of this blade. The length of it gives me chopping power. The shape of the drop point and the spear point, it has a nice fine point to it that I could drill. I've cut these down to about a ½ inch and drilled a hole until I met the other side, and then drilled from that side with my knife. That allowed me to put a hole through both of these, and I put a wooden peg in through this for this joint. I'll bring this up close so you can check this out as well. So there that is right there. You can see it's nice and tight in along this here. I've got the pin through, and it goes all the way through. Now what I did is I tapered this pin and drove it in through. This hole was not the size of this. It actually wedged in there. And if I wanted to, I could split this and put a little wedge in there to make sure this will not come back out. But it's a pretty sweet joint. So I wanted to show you these joints just to give you some ideas that you may wish to do around camp. Practicing your bushcrafting skills, carving a spoon. You know, there's many projects that you can do around camp, and that's what I love about coming out into the forest. It gives you a lot of self-gratification to be able to do something like this or this out in the bush with minimal tools, a knife and a saw. And I get a lot of gratification out of doing stuff like this, and it's fun to me. I come out here, and this is playtime. So, thanks for watching, and go out in the woods and, practice your skills and have some fun. Take care.